She set me up. Like, I just don't get it. How can you set me up like that? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, y'all, I have a story time for y'all. I ain't never, ever in my life ever been in some type of situation that happened since maybe elementary, high school shit. Like I've never been in no situation where it's just like, well, dang, like, really? I don't know what be up with people sometimes. To be honest, I ain't got nobody to blame but myself in this situation. As much as I want to blame the other party, I'm not. And y'all gonna see why when y'all hear this story time. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video. Go ahead and join. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified any and every time I upload. I'm on the way to 1K, and I would really appreciate you guys if you guys just subscribe to my channel, join the family. But after this story time, after this video, I know you guys gonna want to subscribe. So let's go ahead and get into the video. For some reason, I have never, ever had a good roommate. Okay, I lie. Only had a good roommate situation probably once out of all of my roommate situations, probably once. So I was in a room with 3 other girls. I'm gonna call them thing 1, thing 2, and thing 3. So everybody out of this room, every roommate in this room, I had an issue with, everyone. Well, not thing 1, but thing 2 and 3 most definitely. So let's start off with thing 3. When I move into the room, you know how everybody have they dishing detergent, they washing stuff, they food and stuff, and you generally have rules okay, the general rule is okay, don't touch my stuff. That's just the general rule. Just don't touch my stuff. But when I move into this apartment, I was about to wash dishes. And this particular day, I didn't have any dish detergent. And thing 2 came up to me. She was just like, hey girl, everybody uses everybody's stuff. We just replace it when something runs out. So it's okay for you to use everybody's stuff. Whenever it runs out, whoever turn it is will go buy some more. So I was like, okay, cool. Well, I don't got no problem with doing that. So I used some of the dish detergent. Mind y'all, this was the cheapest dish detergent you can get. I don't even know the freaking name, but I know it wasn't no Dawn or nothing like that. It was mad cheap. The ones that's watery. The one that the shit cheap, bro. The bottle was already halfway. I probably used a little bit under half. Maybe skirt. But I didn't really use a lot, right? So boom, bang. Cool, wash my dishes, go about my day. After that, for some reason, thing 3 was really standoffish. To be honest, I didn't really know if that was her personality or not, because mind y'all, when I go to my dorm room, I literally go inside, do what I got to do, and I'm in my boyfriend room. I really don't really be in there unless I want to cook or something like that. But I really didn't associate with my roommates that much. So I remember I had my door open and thing 1 walked by from after class, and she was like, oh girl, I'm gonna have to talk to you. Y'all, me and them really didn't talk like that at all. So I was like, wow, what happened? And she was like, I don't know if you know or not, but thing 3 is really pissed at you. Pissed at me for what? I don't really talk to her. I don't really be in here, so what can she be pissed off about? We don't run in the same circle of friends, so what is she really pissed about? Thing 1 was just like, girl, apparently you use her dishing detergent, and when she went to go use it, she didn't really have a lot in there. And so she was asking, who used my dish detergent? Who used my dish detergent? And thing 2 was like, oh, Maya used it. And she was like, why she using my dish detergent? Why she using my dish detergent? She didn't ask me. She don't need to be using my dish detergent. And so thing 2 was like, yeah, she sure did use it. And I saw her use it too. I was like, really? But thing 2 was the one who told me that we can use dish detergent as long as we replace it. So I'm confused. She's like, I'm not trying to be messy or nothing like that, but you really got to watch thing 2 because she really be lying and stuff like that. And thing 3 do have an attitude. I don't really talk to her like that, but you got to be really careful about them 2. I'm just waiting on her to say something to me because y'all literally, I didn't even, like I told you, I just did a, and that was it. She literally had under half a bottle left, so she could have wash plenty more dishes if you ask me. So I'm waiting in my room, and then I got this text message and like, hey y'all, we about to have a meeting. So I already knew what it was about. I think they thought it was catching me off guard, but no, bitch, Maya stay ready, and she always on ready, okay? Walk in there, and so I was just looking like, what's up? So thing 3 was like, did you use my dish detergent? I said, yes, I did use your dish detergent. I used probably like y'all, I'm about to show y'all. So if this is the dish detergent bottle right here, bro, like say if this half, I probably had where the pink line is at. That's how much I used. That's how much was left in the bottle, bro. I did use a dish detergent, but the bottle that she was referring to had nothing in there, bro. So I was like, I know I didn't clean out her dish detergent, but I did use some. So it's some other sneaky cat in this room that used all her dish detergent, but that's whatever. So I was like, I did use some of your dish detergent, but I used, you know, what I just told y'all, and it was still some more in there. She was like, oh, well, it ain't in there, none in there now. I said, okay, and again, like I did use some, but I didn't clean out your bottle. Somebody else cleaned out your bottle. And so she was like, well, why didn't you ask me? And I was like, because thing two told me that it was okay for me to use it. But if you are really upset over a 59-cent or a $1 bottle of dish detergent, I'll go buy you that. But y'all, let's be clear. I don't know what she thought or what she assumed, because when I went to go buy that dish detergent bottle, I bought the exact same bottle that she had, the dollar one. I squirted out, I swear to God, squirted out all of it till it was at half. And I told her, I said, there you go, because that's where I left it at, and that's what I'm going to give you. But I'm not. I repeat, I am not about to buy you a full bottle of dish detergent when I just used it one time. Like, bro, no. I know. Like, that was like really, really petty and bad. But you gotta be clear, you're not gonna come and check me or try to check me and think I'm gonna just buy something for you like that. And the way how she came out was really disrespectful. So guess what? I'm gonna be disrespectful back, but in a better way. To be honest, we probably didn't even talk no more after that. I'm pretty sure she was seething, foaming at the mouth at me. But I didn't really care because I was just like, you know, I didn't really do anything. So now let's get to thing two, bro. I was already a little pissed off with thing two because she kind of like lied and said that I could use the dish detergent, but then went back to thing three and was acting like I just used it and she saw me use it. Like, you're a liar. Like, how can you the fantasies. I wasn't really like on guard with her. Like, okay, I know you be lying, but it's whatever. So y'all, for some reason, it was a bunch of gnats in our kitchen area. A bunch of gnats in the room. We even had like fly stickers on the wall, the little thing to hold down, because it was like a lot. For the life of us, we could not figure out where the freak these gnats came from. So for some freaking reason, they came from me. I was accused of having a gnat. We had a meeting about how to keep the kitchen clean, and because the gnats was coming, thing one was like, hey, the gnats are coming. We need to figure out how to keep the kitchen clean, like, whatever. Thing two was like, well, Maya, I think you're the reason why the gnats are in here, because when you cook, you will leave your dishes in overnight, and I feel like that's how gnats come in, and I think you're the reason, because that's where gnats come from. I was like, no, baby. I was like, gnats gotta come for stuff that has been sitting there for a long time. Like, if I cook something and it's like 10 o'clock at night and I cook something and the next day I wash the dishes out, how can gnats come from that? Unless, like, I don't know, food fall down the sink or something. I'm not sure, but y'all correct me. I wasn't sure, but I was like, how can gnats come from? Make it make sense. So I was like, no, I think gnats will come from stuff that has been sitting out for a long time. Like, if you have food and you got it sitting out for like a week, a couple of days and stuff, I think that can like attract gnats and stuff. But Maya don't know nothing. Y'all, we just could not figure out where the gnats was coming from. Every day I'm walking to my room, I'm out there. Me and thing one just couldn't figure out where it was coming from. The kitchen was clean. Gnats was still in there. Flies were in there. Y'all, it was nasty. We called the maintenance guy to come in to check to see like what was going on. So the maintenance guy went to the sink where my dishes supposedly attract the little gnats or whatever. And he was like, no, the gnats wouldn't be in here. Like, he went, he checked everything. Gnats wouldn't be in here. He checked my room. Nope, your room is not causing the gnats. He checked thing one room. He checked thing three room and thing two room. The gnats are not causing theirs. We all just sitting there puzzled, astonished, confused, in a daze. because we couldn't figure out where the heck these gnats were coming from. He literally just opened up the closet door that was on thing 2 and thing 3 side. And when he opened it up, it was a fiesta of gnats just coming out of there, just coming like they being free, bro. He was like, I found your problem. It's just trash all in the closet. Now, I know I didn't put trash in that closet. Thing 1, no, she didn't put trash in that closet. So it could have only been either thing 2 or thing 3. But, you know, I was just happy because I know it wasn't me. And everybody kept blaming me. And I was just like, okay, so now I know it's not me causing the gnats. So I want to get to the bottom of this now. We waited until thing 2 and thing 3 came back to the room. We were just like, hey, like, who be putting trash in this closet? Thing 2 was like, oh, I have. And I was like, oh, we know. Because that's where the gnats was coming from. The gnats was coming from the closet. Remember how you said the gnats was coming from the sink because I left my dishes overnight? No, the maintenance man said that doesn't attract gnats. He said that stink, filthy ass trash that you've been leaving in the freaking closet is what been attracting the gnats. And she was like, oh, my bad. Let me go ahead and dump this trash. Let me go dump this trash. Yeah, because I ain't dumping it. Period. So that was my issues with thing 2 and thing 3. Here's how we get to thing 1. So a little backstory before I tell y'all what happened, bro. I was on this dance team before, right? Before I created my own dance team, I was on another dance team, which was a lot of drama within itself. If y'all want a story time on that, I'll give y'all that. It was this girl on this dance team. And apparently my roommate thing 1 and the girl off the previous dance teams, they both dealt with the same guy. I remember I was just in the gym, shooting hoops. I remember the girls came up to me. It was her and her friend. They just came up to me and it was like, hey girl, is you roommates with that thing 1? Now y'all, I was already put on game that they talked to the same guy. So I kind of like put 2 and 2 together, like, okay, she must be about to ask about this guy. So she came in, she was like, oh yeah, I know her. And I was like, okay, like how you know her? You know, she started giving me this whole spiel about how the guy would come see her when my roommate was at work, how she know my roommate's schedule for work. I know when she smokes, she be wanting to, you know, he'll come on campus and when thing 1 leave, he'll go hit the girl up and we're gonna name the girl Tessa. He'll hit Tessa up. I'm just taking it all in. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna end up telling her what you told me. You know, I'm gonna tell her. Tessa was like, no, that's why we're telling you. We want you to tell her. We want you to tell her. I want you to really like tell her because I'm sick of him doing this and this and that. So I want you to tell her everything. Mind you, it was her and her friend telling me this stuff. Like, literally, they came to me with the news. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to tell her, like, you know, like, because I don't feel right being her roommate. Me and this girl, thing 1, already kind of, like, had conversations about, you know, her boyfriend and stuff like that. And I just felt like, okay, well, I'm going to tell her. I go back to my room, and I waited for thing 1 to come. Thing 1 came, and I was like, hey girl, I need to talk to you. Girl, I don't know how to tell you this, but I was in the gym and Tessa and one of her friends came up to me and they basically just told me how Tessa and your boyfriend be, you know, smoking together, doing everything up under the sun together. But I'm just telling you this because, you know, she told me and I told her I was going to tell you and she told me I could tell you. So I'm basically just telling her everything that Tessa was telling me, right? So, you know, she was fuming, she was upset, she was pissed off. So she was like, I gotta go talk to her. I'm gonna talk to her because this ain't cool, this ain't fair, he nasty, da. So I was like, yeah, girl, I think you should do that, but let me know how it goes. So she reached out to the girl, y'all. She reached out to the girl. The girl wanted to meet up. When Tessa meets up with thing 1, Tessa tells thing 1, girl, everything I told Maya is a lie. I only told Maya that to see if she would come back and tell you that, but all of that is a lie. I don't talk to him. Me and him don't smoke, and it's a lie. I don't know why Maya run her mouth back to you with that. She just a liar. I also just told Maya that because I wanted to see if she'll run back and tell you that. I just wanted to see if she will run her mouth to you. Obviously, she did run her mouth to you, and all she do is tote news. But I would not believe anything that Maya said because that is a lie. Y'all, she set me up, bro. Like, I just don't get it. How can you set me up? Literally, I just don't get it. Like, what did you get out of that? Like, I don't understand. What did you get out of that? Like, what type of sick game were you freaking playing? Like, you literally gave me the green light and then you're going to go back and and do it like a setup, you are freaking fucking delusional, for real. For the life of me, I don't understand why she did that. It was really embarrassing for me because I was like, well, dang, like I just went back and told what she telling me to tell. I didn't know she was trying to set up. I feel like that was very childish. To be honest, I didn't even speak to her after that because I was like, bitch, you childish. What it is you was feeling all hot and mighty, and you did that with a girl boy. And then when you thought that you wanted the girl to know, when the girl find out, you just pussy out and you was scared. Just say that. Like, okay, and you made up some scenario like you just wanted to see if I would go back and tell. But you were just scared to let the girl know that that's what it was. You just copped out. You felt like you was big and bad. And then when you went to go do what you had to do, when you had to handle your business, you wasn't woman enough to handle it with the girl you were supposed to handle it with. So you copped out and you trying to make it seem like you was just telling me that to see if I would run it back. But you told me to go tell her. Like, I'm just confused. Don't know why it happened. Really don't give two shits. But that's how this girl set the fuck. For some reason, I never, ever, ever, ever really had really good roommates except one time. And that's when I roommate with my best friend. And that was probably the best roommate situation I've ever had, to be honest. But every time it was some type of mess. And I don't know. Maybe it's just me, the roommate person. Maybe I just can't deal with roommates. Maybe I'm the issue. And if that's the case, then so be it. That's the story time about how I got set up. I kept getting blamed for stuff. I kept getting accused of things. And to be honest, in all three of those situations, it wasn't even me. I was just, I guess, the least common denominator. And they had to go out, cop out with somebody. And it just had to be me. So that's the end of the story time. If you guys like this story time, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified any and every time your girl upload. And you guys, thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Join the family. And I will see you guys in my next video.